Under the category of good news, bad news, comes to us the subject of Scream 7. Of course, Scream 7 is opening up tonight. I actually have my tickets. Gonna go see it tonight. I'm not the biggest Scream fan in the world. I really like Scream 5, the first one with Jenna Ortega. Surprisingly so. Like, I really like that movie. Scream 6 was okay. It was a big step backwards. And now we got Scream 7 with, of course, the queen of the Scream franchise, Neve Campbell, making her return. So I'm going to go see that tonight. But as I said, it is a variable good news, bad news situation. The good news for Scream 7, as according to this report in the Hollywood Reporter, is that it's projected to be the biggest opening of the year so far. They're projecting an over $40 million opening for Scream 7, which, congratulations to them. That would be great. That's awesome for them if they can hit that. A $40 million opening, they're thinking around $60 million worldwide. Good for them. That's the good news. It's like the doctor saying, good news, you don't have to cut your toenails anymore. Bad news, we have to amputate your toes. Because here's the bad news. The bad news is that Scream 7 is also debuting with its worst critic score across its 30-year field. As of this recording, and it can change, it definitely will change, but as of this recording, it's sitting at 44%, which isn't as terrible as it sounds. That means if you take 100 critics, 56 of them don't like it, 44 of them do, but still it is the lowest they've had in a while. Let's go over and see what some of the critics are saying about this Scream film. Benjamin Lee liked it, said a scrappy, passably entertaining new chapter that limps onto the screen with wounds to show. Not great, but they liked it. Fred Topple has been around this business a long time. He liked it. Said the script navigates trauma, protectiveness, defensiveness, secrecy, and other emotions with maturity. Inverse didn't like it. They said, despite clocking in at under 2 hours, Scream 7 feels far too long and plays out sans intensity or rhythm, let alone a rhyme or reason to prolong the series' life after 30 years. Geek Vibes liked it. They said Scream 7 veers towards both familiar and brand new territories. It might not reach the same heights as the other installments, but the kills and the heartfelt show that even a seventh movie in a franchise can feel refreshing at times. Mama's Geeky liked it. They said Sidney's back, but the script is a bit of a mess. Despite a weak revival, Scream 7 delivers brutal kills and a meta return fans will die for. The direct did not like it, with a 5 out of 10. The new sequels were clearly building towards a promising arc for Sam that created a nice through line between them, and there was no plan B when Spyglass fired her. No pivoting to Indiana or making up character motivations on the fly can fix that. The film Maven didn't like it. They said Scream 7 certainly is the worst of the franchise, and while an 8th installment seems like a foregone conclusion, especially if it opens at $40 million, everything about this is sloppy, inconsistent, and tired. Comic Book Resources didn't like it. They said losing Ortega and Barrera was a critical hit that obviously left the studio scrambling, but the method they chose to move forward by weekly echoing the past was not it. Alonzo over at Film Verdict didn't like it. He said, unfortunately, the earlier, the better Screams could handle both carnage and characterizations, and the latter is sorely missing here. Daily Dead did not like it. Said, too bad everything here tastes like bad faith, and I'm less jazzed by the hour to see this franchise continue in its current state. And then a couple people liked it, a couple people didn't like it. Anyway, it sounds like the people who liked it didn't love it. People who didn't like it didn't really seem to think it was the worst thing in the world. It sounds like it's badly lukewarm, which is
that's how I love my soup.
Badly lukewarm. I mean, look, again, I confess I'm not the biggest fan of the franchise. I know I've said this many times, but the whole conceit of Scream is kind of undercut by this notion of, like, Friday the 13th, you have Jason. Jason is Jason. Nightmare on Elm Street, you have Freddy. Freddy is Freddy. Michael is Michael. There is no Ghostface. There's no Ghostface. It's just a series of randomly different people who decide to put on the same Halloween mask and copycat. film after film after film after film. Again, that's why I was pretty surprised that I liked number 5 as much as I did. I had a really good time with I really did. I really like number 5. Number 6, I can't say that I'm jazzed about going tonight to see Scream 7, but I'm going to go in with an open mind. I'm going to leave all my baggage at the door when I go in to watch it. Anyway, Rob, you know, it's not a surprise that, oh, look, a movie that held their review embargo until the day the movie opened, isn't getting the best reviews. Not a big surprise there, but where's your anticipation level been for Scream 7, if anywhere at all? And what are you taking away from the reviews we're reading?
Well, like you pointed out, there is no Ghostface. You know, and the thing is with Jason, who's some kind of a supernatural entity, Michael Myers, kind of same thing, Freddy Krueger, Dreams, you can believe that year after year after year that these creatures continue to exist. But Ghostface, it's like a lot of people have a fixation on this, you know, the killer. But to be fair, I thought the first Scream was not only was it a legit meta send-up of horror movies, it also was a great horror movie unto itself.
Yeah, and very clever.
Very clever. And the following sequels are pretty good as well. Now, for this, it doesn't, I mean, Kevin Williamson, one of the creators, the architects of the franchise, comes back, you know, and is going to direct it, and he did direct it. I don't know if that's always the best thing in the world, you know, for somebody to direct their first time feature or whatever, but
technically it's a second.
It's a second feature, yeah. It doesn't surprise me that it's not great because you're stretching credulity with each movie. You have to figure out a way, and that the fact that you have to make them focus around all these characters that we met 30 years ago. I mean, it just seems a little silly, you know, especially because Ghostface is not. It's not one person doing it. You have to figure out a reason why they're doing it every movie. Who is this person?
And who keeps making this mask? Like,
Yeah,
they need to
yeah,
stop
Yeah,
making
at
the
some
mask.
point you'd think that they say, you know what? We've had no less than like 14 murderers committing their murders wearing this mask. We think we need to ban that mask.
Yeah,
being
yeah,
made.
and
At some point.
Not to mention, how many could you possibly sell? Because if you purchase one, someone's automatically going to think
Yeah.
you're
You're on
culprit.
an
You're on a
FBI
watch
watch
list.
list.
Yeah.
The moment you buy one of those masks.
You're in trouble now.
Anyway, I mean, listen, I thought it was a really good move that they got Neve Campbell back.
Yeah.
And that clearly resonates because, again, they're projecting this is going to be the biggest opening that they've had and that's clearly because Neve Campbell is back. But, I mean, you still got to write a good movie. And I just don't know how much longer you can keep going with this. Like, every movie, it's like, wait, somebody else is wearing a mask and killing people?
Right.
Like, it's just the same premise every single time.
But there is goodwill for this franchise.
There is.
There's
There's a lot of it.
People have goodwill toward this franchise. So if people still enjoy it, let's scream.
Yeah, make 10.
Let's scream. All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Good news, bad news? Which one do you prefer to focus on? Bad news is the worst critic reviews of any of the films they've had in the franchise. The good news is it looks like it's going to have a pretty solid like a really good opening for the franchise. Whatever you guys think about this, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.